In this documentary, we will hear how family and intergenerational literacy and learning program is positively impacting on the lives of about 240 adults and their families across the Gambia in 8 literacy centers. One of these centers is located in Jael, a village of about 960 inhabitants in the Tumana district, Upper River region. The village is about 40 kilometers away from the commercial town of Basse towards Fatoto. Mr. Musa Suso, a 63 years old man, is one of the 30 participants ready for their usual literacy and numeracy sessions, locally known as Keba Karang.
Jamu njaayile tumanna dito Musa Suso wala mane progetto nata na principalo kankili ako nga harge ko soto kana karandiloti na karambungu bare ke ba karangolemu musol ni kewlu be sa karanni mame wonata na tinyon kile nyon tombo ko momo ni wulu dingo sikeje bajele dingo si famiyandi ay fanansi dingo hakkilimaya yon tolli mo tan sabantelle be karammo
family intergenerational learning program is a new model that was introduced by UIL. But the concept is not new. This is something which has been deep-rooted in our African culture. This model has been, or program has been piloted in many African countries. So in 2018, UIL introduced in the Gambia with funding support from German Bureau Office or Federal Office of Germany with technical support for UIL came to the Gambia through NATCOM. So I think the whole idea is to bring adults and their children in the same learning environment for them to learn together. One of the rationale is for parents to develop keen interest in the education of their children. That's why it was introduced.
The aim of this project is to promote and develop the literacy, numeracy, and functional skills of both children and adults. Mr. Mamadou Jaune is a field project facilitator for the Literacy Center in Salikenye.
The impacts are many. But to minimize it is actually my participants and their children are fully cooperating very well because the impact goes in a way, through a way that the children can able to help their parents in the classroom and the parents themselves also can help the children in local library as we are doing non-formal education program. No. I taught them literacy and numeracy. Yes, literacy in the sense that I'll teach them how to know how to come up with the letter sounds. In numeracy, I'll take them how to come up with their konti do kundiro, like counting and other things. I taught them how to count from number 1 up to 100, and I taught them again how to take away these sums and how to plus them and how to multiply them, so that they can understand in their own language how to subtract or how to multiply.
The Association of Baptists for World Evangelism, ABWE, is among the 4 traditional literacy providers chosen to implement the field project.
We were contacted by NATCOM and the Department of Non-Formal Education last year to be one of the 2 providers chosen to initiate the pilot project for the field program. So we did everything in our power to make that initial pilot project a success. We chose a village, and we had very good participation with the village members, and worked well with UNESCO and with the Department of Education. Well, we made sure that the person who was chosen to be the facilitator for the center was one of our most experienced and reliable facilitators, so that we could help to ensure that the project would be a success, because much depends on the facilitator being able to run the class properly. And also, in order to do that, our class supervisor also participated hands-on on the ground, working alongside the facilitator through most of the program.
Okay.
Tomu junkunde balete telefona mu alkalote salkenya jang bringing programo nyin nata telening jawne finteta mol kam pour kamol nyine kamol samana bar nata fay kon tafango beduna programo nyin konale pour unse molu bambandi no nyamen wayati nan dunda programo nyin kono bar nga nafa men soto programo nyin kono o nafa siyata bakele kato nal nyabala classo kono nga men janimbe nyin karandro dat la men ben jang hanni kilin safe e bukhalo memo kilinte bar biiten jama beje ikalong memo kilinti memo fulati memo sabati ye nie fengol fanan safe ikawol fanan sute so nga nafa bala soto hanin tafon nga nafa bala soto karango nyin kono nafa nyin siyata bake kato to nyala ntanga karango demanding kele bar birin dun tanyim keba karando fanan kono ay ma ko la because tuba karango nin keba mande ka kan karango ni different ale dol beje nta fanga dol sute nun to mol karan nun karamoto sainte mbol karan kanne ol ketanye ma ko ribalati na balu nyin kono ha.
The Gambia National Education Policy 2016-2030 and SDG 4 call for a strong, inclusive, and equitable quality education and promote lifelong learning opportunities for all. According to statistics, about 750 million adults, 2/3 of them women, remained illiterate in 2016. Half of this number lives in South Asia and a quarter live in sub-Saharan Africa.
As we are concerned, actually, our partnership is more with the Ministry of Basic and Secondary Education, the Adult and Non-Formal Education Unit, but it can be cascaded in the sense that those people also liaise with literacy providers like American Association of Baptist World Evangelists, ZIM, Abwe, feature in our hands, ISRA and Tostan. So we can say that it's a kind of snowball effect where we partner with MOPSI, who in turn also partners with literacy providers. But again, also some of the schools were used, like 4 schools were also used. So we can say that there are literacy providers, but also school-based centers that have been partnered with ANFIU.
Thanks to the field project, Musa Suso and many other beneficiaries are now able to receive education at their doorstep and support their families, an opportunity they missed at childhood.
Mengang hamme kalung karamuto. Baron kalau mulu kuliah ko Musa. Banian to safe malo. Hanen tamata. Si safe lo je bunda lula sila balu kan tamalo membe safe ninji. Bayo konya koni dun tan karamuto. Na mete fonsi to sute no. Kenya wo kenyala. O fomba na fa baleti ngamital sai na to tartanto kalo koni mu yiri wale tini mu na fare tini kamo makwela do si kuni ndifana sila hajoja. to nga mo men so tan karam wala ko to bi na tarantela din dimma wato ni ngani nyon kanin karin se fara ante hari gela oto nga me dan fana me kala kure bar bayro man fan sin tamano en karangon na to le mo sa karang ndingul fano ka karang e ka ji fo ara ke hari ge dandami bar mam pare dinding karam baro ka tumbul te fo tembo me na vitale fan ko tuma gatani ko kono fo ala ba karam bo nyam baro ne mi satale na dindi nyakon bar bi yari kume mo dang ni mam fa kuti dan afene dindi mam karang tata ke ba ko to hari gela nte tama kambe na bundare jang ala hari gela sila ke alhamdulillah tabaraka shukku jama suute isi mo to long isi mo to bonen yonto bara kare ka nafa warta doro
Jama Sinyan and Kalen Jaube in the North Bank and Central River regions, respectively, are among the local communities benefiting from this laudable literacy project. In a late Friday evening, Ajinde Jallo of Jama Sinyan is happily revising her Wolof lessons with her family in preparation for the next literacy class.
waxtu biñu joxe ñaari waxtu jéego yi xoolal lim yi fukk ak juróom ñaar fukk ak juróom ñeent fukk ak ñett fukk fanweer ñeent fukk ak juróom juróom benn fukk ak ñaar ñett fukk ak juróom ñett fukk ak benn juróom ñeent fukk ak juróom ñeent juróom fukk ak juróom fanweer ak ñett juróom ñaar fukk ak juróom ñaar fukk ak juróom ñett juróom ñeent fukk déglul turi lim yi waxal turi lim yi
man de man dëgg laa mag laa de waaye njàng man maa ko bëgg sama bopp ma dugg si te gars yi ñëwee ne woon dañu ubbi fi école man finaale man bokk naa wax ko sama jëkkër borom dëkk alkaay man bokk naa ndax gis naa si njëriñ lu bari si njàng ndax su ne koo xam ne jàngoo yaa ngi réccu ne sama yoon na jàng boo nekkee xale jàngoo soo nekkee mag nga jàng nga xam loo xam ne sax xale xamu ko woon dama am na yu bari xale yu bari maa leen nee woon te bi ma si liggéey yàggut waaye am na ñoo bari luy xamul man maa leen dee woon kon nag njàng am na njëriñ ñu si jëlee xam-xam ñu si jëlee yu bari yoo xam ne daal xamuloo koon di ko si xam loolu ma dugal man si njàng.
In spite of the keen interest and commitment demonstrated by the learners, they are still grappling with challenges which they believe, if resolved, will improve performance output.
Jangde nde waɗi caɗele de ko waɗi caɗele de miɗen jiiɗi janggo jangde nde yimɓe saare ɓe yiiɗi jangde siko jangde nde ara waktuji tawa saɗi waktuji nde arata nde sabu si tawi hawri jomumen fokkiti jaggol golle wono ndungguni en tawa jangde satti hay ɓayde minen komin remoɓe ɓe gimmoto ɓe jaaha ɓe ndemoya ɓe garta ɓe janga ɗon taɗi satti ɗon ɓe sattani si ɗon yawti kay rewɓe jeɓeni ɗum ɓe sattani saabu rewɓeɓe ɓe gimmoto ɓe jaaha ɓe gunoya si ɓe guni ha ɓe parani ɓe garta ɓe jooɗo jangde ɗon fof koye caɗele jangde he tawa e jangde nde en wano jangde ndungu nde nden miɗen jiiɗi min darane nde tawi nde min pottande janggo tawa tardinani min demal tardinani min to jangde to ɓen miɗen jiiɗi mi wallirede wano noon to banggal rewɓe to en miɗen jiiɗi ɓe balle no ɓe jangguiri tawa wona golle ɗe ɓittiniɓe to katani to e hayso ɓe keeɓi machine ko ganduɗa ko wallata ɓe tawa hay cukaloɓe ɓe mbawi okkude ɓe jaaha ɓe guna ɓe garta kañ ɓe toppito jangde mumen eyyi.
The non-formal has been seen as a strategy to increase or to provide education for the populace, because conventional school alone cannot do it. So there are a lot of people who are out of the school system, one way or the other, So this one is beyond their control. So non-formal education should be used as a strategy to provide education for those people who are out of the conventional education systems. You have dropped out, or you have even people who have never been to school. So non-formal education. And according to the policy, I think our target is to provide 50% by 2030. So it's something really, we are working towards. It's not easy to meet that target, but this is the policy pronouncement.
This project has fostered social cohesion among community and family members as a result of their weekly meetings, and has made parents build keen interest in the education of their children. But the biggest question lingering in the minds of these participants is, what is next for the field project following the end of the program in December 2019?
Actually, Tostan worked in Kanyube from 2007 to 2009-10, and it's among very good communities where we work, and they continue to work, as a community, as a group of people who are pushing a lot of, literacy-related activities within their community until the coming up of field program. When we sensitized them, almost the entire community came out to welcome the project. And currently, I know the target group of 30 has been attained in that community. In fact, they have more than 30, but significantly 30 has been the target. And I can tell you that this target have accompanied the program throughout. They were never absent or, give excuses or abandon. All of them have been going throughout the entire program. They fully participated. And in terms of their number, out of the 30, 21 are females and 9 are males. And they accompanied the program throughout. And we have seen, I visited the centers many times. I've seen the energy in them, the commitment in them, the love and desire they have to, host this particular project, because they have been significantly participating.
Great.
And I've seen how they interact with their children, both in the class, and the facilitator also go to the compounds and visit how they are doing, which is very significant and is very interesting.
Let's just keep the hope.
Okay.
We are aware that when it was piloted, we never knew it was going to be expanded. But thank God we made some successes in the pilot phase, and then we had the expanded version. Let's keep hoping that even whereas we might not get multilateral agencies coming to the assistance of the ministry, but the ministry itself can also look at the gains and try to follow it up with more expanded versions of the project. But let's keep hoping that we will not stop here.